And good morning, Calvary Day School, and welcome to this week in Calvary Athletics. We had a little bit of a hiatus for a week, but we're back at it. Big week here in Calvary Athletics. We'll give you a little recap from last week. So we'll start with volleyball, which that is the most pressing sport we have right now. The Lady Cavs won two big matches last week in second and third rounds to advance to the GHSA Class A Private State semifinals today. All right, 30th here at Calvary, Tuesday, 5 p.m. versus the Walker School. Two big matches last week. On Saturday, Lake Cavs was able to knock off a 37-11 Fellowship Christian team. So that was a big win for them to get them to the semifinals. So they're just one match away from being back in the state championship game now for the fourth year in a row. Big thanks to Big Frank out there. Did a great piece on our girls yesterday. Very well done. Sitting here watching with Hannah, I got a little bit emotional because you just tell that's more than just a game for these girls. It's more than just about a championship. It's about playing a game they love and playing with teammates they truly care about. And so great piece by Big Frank there. We're very appreciative. So volleyball had two big wins last week to get them to this stage today. Also, congratulations to our girls cross country team who qualified for the GHSA Class A Private State Cross Country Meet, which is coming up this week. We'll get a little bit about that. But sophomore Michael Fruits finished third overall in that meet in her first year running. So congratulations, Michael, for qualifying for state and for the team, the whole team qualifying for state. Great job there. Big thanks to our coaches, Coach Martin, and others that have such an impact on our week in sports. Miss Beth Thomas, Katie Barnes, who's been coming out and helping us as well. So big thanks to you guys. So getting there, I think they finished sixth overall, top four win, but their times drastically improved. And no seniors with either group. So excited about the future of our cross-country programs for there. Tucker Titus finished, I think, 8th or 10th, and that was our highest individual finisher for the boys. But great job on your season, guys, and congratulations on that. So that was cross country last week, volleyball last night, and then our varsity Cavs football traveled across town in a monsoon early on at Savannah Country Day. Was able to knock off the Hornets 27-0. Congratulations to those guys. They moved to 8-1 on the year. Knock off a rival school. Coach Day is a very good program. Coach Cole always has those guys prepared, but very proud of our guys, our coaching staff. They had a scheme they wanted to execute, and they did it very well in some tough conditions. So congratulations to our varsity boys football team with their big win at Country Day. They currently sit 6th in the GHSA Class A Private Power Rankings. Big week coming up this week, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but power rankings are a fluctuating thing here, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So that's a recap. We had cross country last week, two big volleyball matches last week, and a big football game on Friday. And also all the winter sports started. So swimming's going, boys and girls basketball practices started, and wrestling will get there as soon as Coach Days and Coach Carswell get some time from football to get our wrestling program up and going. So everybody's going. It's full speed ahead at Calvary Day School. Now for this week, we'll start with today. Girls volleyball, 5 p.m. All right. Class A semifinals. The winner goes to state championship game. That game will be played at McEachern High School. Looks like 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. This is a little bit changed in the past. It's been at Holy Innocents, but now it's at McEachern. So a little bit farther into Atlanta we go. But big game day versus Walker School, another very good team from Atlanta. They'll be traveling down today. That match is 5 o'clock. Admission is $6. Door will open at 3:45 for all participants come into that game. So, hey, get out here, support these Lady Cavs. They make a big push to get back to their fourth straight Class A state championship game. They will play whoever wins this game will play the winner of another tough match on the other side between Hebron and Mount Parent. Mount Parent is who the Cavaliers played in the Class A championship last year, and they returned everybody. So two good teams on that side, two good teams over here. Winners play each other on Saturday, 11 o'clock at McEachern High School up in Atlanta. So big thing today. Also, state cross country will be heading out on Thursday. They have to get up to Carrollton. They have a practice time Thursday afternoon to get through the course, and they run, I think, 11 a.m. on Friday morning. So good luck once again to Lake Cass cross country team. Coach Martin, safe travels for you guys as you go out. Friday night, varsity football team will be here hosting the region crossover. The varsity boys finished second in Subregion East, and so we'll be hosting number 3 seed from the West, which is Jingles County, 5-4 team. Couple big wins for Jingles County, a couple tough losses as well. They could easily be, a 7-2 team right now. So they got some talent, well coached, well disciplined team. Look forward to seeing Coach Sanders and those guys down here at Special Sports Complex Friday night. Admission for that game is $7, and that's for everybody. Since this is a region playoff game, we have to split gate with your region opponent, and there's fees and things we have to pay to the region. And so that game, everybody has to pay for that game. So students are not free. Bush Club passes do not work as well. So only if you have a GHSA pass or a Georgia official pass will you have free entry into the game. Not $7. Get here early, support these guys. Big game. We need a good crowd here Friday night. A big win will help us hopefully stay, maybe move up a little bit more in the power rankings. So like I said, Calvary boys sit 6 right now in football. Some things could work out. I think they could get as high as 4th, maybe a little bit higher if some, a lot of our regions are just like us. They got some public-private. And so if you have more public school winners, then obviously there's a chance you might move up higher. But the people above us, like Adams Academy, they got to play Commerce. Fellowship Christian, they got to go to Mount Zion Carroll. There's a couple of things that are different, like Tatnall, who's a little bit farther down the power rankings. If they beat Greene County in 7A, then they're going to jump from like 18th or 20th all the way up to maybe 4th. And so a lot of factors coming in with the games Friday night. We'll be keeping you updated on that. Follow us on Twitter, Cavalier_sports, for your updates on Calvary Athletics as we go through the week. We'll be posting this hopefully to Twitter and Facebook when we get done here. So that wraps up our Calvary Weekend Sports. That's the main things. Like I said, fall sports are winding down. Winter sports are kicking back up. Glad to see you guys again. Little takeaway. Once again, going through, some devotions that we have this week. I tell you, it's been really challenging our kids. We got FCA group that came back together Friday. We had 32 young student athletes in our weight room talking about God's calling. And once again, we were discussing Noah and getting called to build an ark in the middle of the desert. And Noah didn't question God. He just did it. He was a godly man, was walking the right path. And when you're on that path, you can hear God's voice clearly. And I think for a lot of us, we're like, ask for answers. What would you do if God told you to build an ark? We'd be like, what? What are we doing? Building an ark in the middle of the desert? But when you're in tune with God's word and you're walking in that light, what God also did for Noah is he didn't say build an ark. He provided the materials for Noah to build the ark and enabled him. But Noah was also listening, trusting, and obeying God's word. And when we were walking in those lights, which, we're humans, we fail, we sin, we're going to make mistakes. We can really hear God closely in our hearts. So that's our challenge for the week is, can we trust God? Can we obey God? And then can we continue to strive to be better in our Christian walk each and every day as we get to that point? Today on the fields, we're wrapping up Walk of Faith, which is a very impactful day here at Calvary. We're basically go through the whole campus and talking about what faith means to you, what God's call is to you on this here each and every day. So love you guys. Appreciate you. Have a great week. And this has been your Calvary Weekend Sports. And we'll see you first next week. Hopefully we'll give you some updates on volleyball and what's going on there, and some big updates with what's coming up for football. If they finish in top 8, they get a bye, which we need it. We got some guys banged up and bruised. So stay tuned. Check us out first next week. We'll be back with you. And once again, always check out Calvary on Twitter at Cavalier_sports. Have a great week. We'll see you later. And always go Cavs.